What up, folks? What up, folks? We're making it happen. We're making this happen. I'm figuring this out. Just gotta give me a little bit here. What the fuck is this thing doing?
No, we gotta do that. I got also look at this. That's pretty cool.
Okay, wait. So I need.
We're good to go. That's it. I was
What the fuck?
doing some calculations. We're doing some calculations. That's about it, you know? Best. Lord have mercy. That's a lot of tests, right? So we got a lot of stuff going on.
Okay. Let me see if I can get this
I'm
to.
gonna stall until we hit 8 on the money, right? But is Raffle?
Monitor.
Let's look back. Let's think back on raffles of past, right? Every raffle has been in a different location, different house, a different time in my life. You know what I mean? Um, very crazy stuff. You know, the first raffle I ever did, I had no kids. Now I got 2 kids. Lots of things have happened. You know what I mean? Very exciting.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
will
this is
say up
cool.
front, so if you aren't watching this raffle and it is now tomorrow and you're starting this video and you've skipped to this part to see if you've won, um, let's start off with a couple of things. Do not message me. Hey Nick, did I win something? Watch the video. Make a friend. You know what I mean? I'm not. Don't message me, please. Um, hey Nick, I see that I won something. Can I pick what my thing is? No, no, you cannot. So don't message Wax Mage. Don't message Heath. Don't message Ty.
I
Do not
fucking love
message
it.
these people. You
So
know, it
it's.
creates friction, right? This needs to be easy and fun for everyone. You'll coordinate with me. You know what I mean? And then we'll whittle down your idea together. And then I will just, when I submit my order, I say, and here's BAM 1 and here's BAM 2, right? So
Yeah.
please, it's very exciting. We'll interface together when it's your time. Nick, how will I know when it's my time? I'll tell you. I'm glad you asked. I'll send you a message. I'll send you
Okay.
a Facebook message
We're
or
gonna
an
check
email.
and see
I'll
how this
say,
is going, just to make sure
it's the time. It's
I
your
got
time to
this
do it.
right.
It's time. That's when you'll know. Hey Nick, I know I won this raffle. It's been about 4 months. I'm getting a little worried. I haven't gotten my mail yet. Is everything wrong? Were you unable to get a hold of me? I'm like, no, here we are talking right now. You know what I mean? Please don't do this. You know what I mean? Certainly he's not talking about me. Certainly he's talking about everyone else, not me specifically. Surely you mean someone else is messing when they message you. But when I message you, it's different. Just don't. You know what I mean? Um, that's it. That's my prelude. And then for the tests, we will know what a lot of these are, and a lot of them I have in hand. But what I think I do and what I did last time is when there's like a rebalance, when there's a big rebalance, whenever next mega rebalance is, I'll just do the tests that as well. So it's not going to be like, tests going out every week when they get in. They'll just go out in like big lumps. You know what I mean? You remember last time the big test lump, it's just 100 went out. So it'll be the same thing. Some are done and some are not. So that's how that goes. Hey Nick, I'm starting to get a little nervous. You told me I want a test press, and it hasn't gotten here yet. Is there an issue? I'm like, no, there's not. Yeah, we're gonna have some true There's going to be like some, some emo bands with harsh vocals coming up. If they would just invent a word for that, I think that would be so easy. But we'll never know. Um, yeah, the cinematography is good, right? Yeah, I know. It's the webcam, baby, coming at you live. 4K. That's this time. We'll do it. We're going crazy on the raffle. So that's the run up. Crack open DC. Also, congratulate me on my fitness journey. Wow,
Yeah,
dude,
the
you look
slow
like
zoom is amazing.
screams of you. Because
I need.
you look like you're down maybe 56 pounds. Yeah, I am. Thanks for noticing, man. So, fake fans, thank you for not congratulating me on my fitness journey. Very sad. Um, I am changing my clothes, changing my yeah, and okay. Um, let's see. That's I think that's okay. We're at 8:04. I'm already wasting time. I got two girls, and then my wife, and then my mom are all at my house. Four girls plus a little dog. Five girls back at my house. Thank you, everyone. I am Lesson Plain. Look at this. Look at this definition. Look, you want to see something crazy? Look at this. Look at this ring. Look how much space there is. Doesn't even stand my finger anymore. Lost so much weight. Um, Ryan Johnson down 56 as well. Let's go. Let's see. We are both in our gym now. I can't. I am into fitness. I'll tell you what actually I've been doing. I've actually been on a seafood diet. If I see food, I eat it. So we've got the band coming up here. Thanks a lot. Feeling thin, looking thin, in my eating disorder era. Very fun. I'm having a little treat tonight on my stream. I'm having toast. Um, let's see. I think okay. Okay. That's the preamble. That's the prelude. So I'm gonna start with the BAMs. I think that's how we've done things traditionally. I'm gonna start with the BAMs because those are the good ones, as they say, right? We're gonna start with the BAMs, and then we're going to get into the tests. So that way, it's come on, I'm an adult. Okay. So we're gonna do the BAMs, and then we're going to get into. Oh, actually, do you guys have a minute?
I mean,
You have a minute?
we're.
We actually have a business status update. Give me till 8:10, and then we'll get into the raffle. I'm sorry. So Friday was supposed to be a comeback album, a new album release. Scrapped. The single didn't get uploaded to streaming on time, and the album is not going to be on streaming in time. It didn't. It hasn't even been. It's still like pending. It hasn't even like accepted. Blah blah blah. So because the singles are done, got some music videos. Those are still like everything's pending. You know what I mean? So it's like rather than go live, because it's like a big band doing a comeback album, right? Rather than go live with nothing, we're going to move the date. We're going to swap what was originally the first April release. So swap. So this Friday is going to be not a new release. It will be the debut of a new thing, maybe even a new mechanic, maybe even a new way of life. And I will give you a little bit of detail about it because anyone who is watching this, is going to be the type of person who wants to correct people on lore in the future. And it's easier if I've got 20 people who can fill people in instead of me having to answer these questions all the time, right? So it is the Lunar Hell debut. And to give you a little bit of backstory, Sweet Rosa and I were pontificating, I was thinking, like, man, I want to do a Max Wrestle imprint that only does like slam and brutal death. You know what I mean? Um, just because that's like really what I enjoy, you know, but it's not necessarily the general wax vessel bonus. You know what I mean? And Rose is also a genius, so we linked up pretty easily on that one. You know what I mean? And so we had, this roster with these bands, blah blah blah. And he was like, man, I'm gonna get like brand mailers. We're gonna get a new website. It's just gonna be the whole Wax Vessel experience, but completely separated from Wax Vessel. And just
Right.
run it as an imprint or whatever. And that was like 2024, 2 years ago. You know what I mean? And it just through because I'm the lazy fuck and all of these things. It's my deposit structure changed to got groove. You know what? Like it's just now there's like two tax things. Like it's just it became too much. You know what I mean? Um, Bryson, every epicardectomy album is on vinyl. So I'd say, yeah, this is the one with a bunch of represses now. That's why I'm starting a slam label is to do represses. You know, please, please. Um, so so what it is, and what I'm kind of doing here, and what I'm maybe debuting is this truck stop dick pill. So it'll never be that. It'll never be truck stop dick pill, restrict and play, litter box massacre. You know what I mean? Like, never. I'm only going to do things that are earnest. It's still a wax vessel project. My goal is not to become a catch-all for, um, stupid meme bands who are so poisoned in irony that everything has to be a joke. So that way, when their shit sucks, you can say, "I was making a joke," and you can live in a, it's not going to be some kind of deathly decibels fucking meme bullshit. The world doesn't need to waste resources on bullshit joke bands. Never. Um, never. Never. Serious only. New standard elite only. You know what I mean? Because it's serious, because I'm intellectual. Rose is intellectual. You know what I mean? Um, I'm sorry, I'm yelling at you specifically. Whoever answered this brought this up. The first person to say it, Bandit Sucks, was going to get lampooned. So unfortunately, it was you, right? Um, so just real. It was going to be like spooky. Anyway, we got a lunar house up done. Slack on it. Rose has been like, um, kind of pushing me on it. Just never really materialized in the way that we were both kind of envisioning. But we had a stacked roster and some good stuff. So I think I'm going to use this as kind of like a springboard series. You know what I mean? Where, because, anyone who has impeccable taste, there's a couple people um, that I think have really good taste. And if any of these people came to me and were like, Nick, I want to do something with you, I would say yes. And if you think it might be you, then it's not, because you would know if it was you, unfortunately. But, if someone was like, Nick, I really want you to do more jet, you know what I mean? Like, I need to get, ascariasis and, like, the northern and, above this. And, we got to do all these things, right? But like, I can't just do 10 jet releases on Wax Vessel. It's just not correct. I'd say so. Similar to that, if you have like a label idea and you want to use kind of the Wax Vessel umbrella as a jumping off point, like these will all be demarcated with the lunar helmet. Think of it like an Instagram takeover. You know what I mean? But for a label thing. Um, so that's kind of how I'm picturing this. So it's like for this first one,
Heard
it
that.
is the most aligned of the releases that kind of Rose and I were thinking. There's a couple. I mean, they're all good. Like every, you know what I mean. But this one we were like really aligned on the first couple. So it's going to be like Wax Vessel presents Lunar Hell. You know what I mean? And then it's like Lunar Hell presents, right? So it's all under the same umbrella for the time being, but it kind of gives a big enough platform and enough emphasis on this first one where then if you was to like spin it off and turn Lunar Hell into its own thing, that there's kind of your, by critiques, you know what I mean? Um, kind of thing. Um, yeah, classic fucking Bryce. I said, like Bryce, I'm like, let's just Bryce, let's just do it. Why are we playing this game together? You know what I mean? Like, let's do the rest of the entities, you know, and the good Northern albums, you know, and the good Delusions of Grandeur albums, you know. Um, so you know that's kind of what I mean. So there's some space, there's some emphasis for whoever wants to team up and take a load up. If you're gonna prospect bands and like do all these things, take a little bit of load off, and we can shift a little emphasis off of it being the Wax Vessel catalog. I don't know. We're still figuring this shit out. You know what I mean? Also,
Hmm.
I gotta shout out my main man,
Hell yeah, that sounds
Pepper.
that sounds like it's me.
You should be going to bed, but hello.
That does sound like it's me.
You know, I love, first of all, I love the name Lunar Hell, the stuff that Rose and I worked up. The assets for this label are just so sick that it just can't not materialize in some way. So I'm trying to retcon this as well as possible just because this release got bumped up. It's on Friday now. You know what I mean? So cut me a little bit of slack, cut a little bit of slack. Like, you know, we're working on this best we can. The end result is, you know, these awesome releases that are being spearheaded by, instead of just being a one-man show, it's like now there's, um, you know, there's two people, you know, many hands make light work, as they say. So first one is going to be kind of under the Wax Vessel umbrella, Lunar Hell logo on the jacket, special designation on the announcement image. You know, it's going to come with some little fussiness, you know what I mean? Shout out to Good Sister. I don't remember her name. Oh, I do remember. Shout out. I'm not going to dox your sister. Shout out to everyone's sister, to be honest with you. Ladies! Sam, you're not going to see the puppy because I'm at the WeWork. I'm at my office. I went back to the WeWork. I'm not in the house. So okay, so that's that, right? So now we're getting. Let's get into it. Let's get into the actual bands. Hold on, I gotta respond here. Yeah, how could I? I almost forgot. I'm gonna type this out. I almost forgot, but then I remember. Well, why I had to remember? It's going too fast. I got a lot on my mind. You know what I mean? Everyone's got to be nice to me. Obviously, I remember that. It's because. All right, moderation. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna say, let's get into it. So we've got dozens and dozens of bands. Dozens and dozens, tens of dozens of tests. What's going on? Why? Where are people from my real life in the stream? Just please, no. This is embarrassing. I get embarrassed. No. So okay. We're gonna get into it. Gulp. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's do some dams. I've got my trusty wheel. I've got my trusty wheel. And this screen. Got my trusty wheel. I've got this loaded up. I mean, there's nothing left to do it but to do it. Let me make sure I can edit my spell sheet. Okay, I got my notes. I got my phone. I got this. I got my green light. Let's spin it. The inaugural spin.
All right, here we go.
Talk about this one. This
Spin number one.
A little bit of war.
First spin.
817. We haven't done it yet. But his first one was, I'm sure you saw the fucking KO announcement the other day. This was supposed to be my MPAC for 2026. And by my MPAC for 2026, I mean my second MPAC for 2026. Because the other MPAC is probably going to happen in June. And the other one that I mentioned from the last band raffle was KO. So the KO bands are already claimed. Someone got those. But this is what I mean. Sometimes I'm working a year and a half in advance. You know what I mean? So you gotta cut me some slack. It's like, yes, Colin, I know. Your band hasn't shipped yet. I know. You've been very patient. Everyone's been very patient. You know, there's a couple You know, Lexi, yours hasn't shipped. Sean, it hasn't shipped. You know what I mean? Josh, yours hasn't shipped. You know, there's a lot that hasn't shipped. Eric Enzenberg, yours hasn't shipped. Jonathan Alm, I know it hasn't shipped. There's quite a few. You know what I mean? But some of you have them. So, like for instance, like Kelvin, you won one last time. It was abrupt decay full length, and that happened like a couple months ago. You know what I mean? Um, Tess, yours is probably the next group mystery later this
Hmm.
year. You know what I mean? So it's like some of the ones that were won, it's like they've already been assigned, like they're done. Like Trent Archer, yours was drowned under concrete. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. Like you didn't know things that have already happened because they were new, because they were not announced at the time of the last raffle. They've since come to pass, and those were yours. So it's like every release that's shipping. You know what I mean? Like Genocide of Prescription. Lila, that was Marquez. Like that was Ryan Carey. Like those were from the last band raffle they shipped last time. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. So please, everyone's been so good about it for the most part. So you got to just cut me some slack. Okay, I'm working. I've got 2028 stuff. Granted, January. You know what I mean? But I've got some stuff that's you just gotta help me out. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. So this one is supposed to be this year's second 4LP pack. This will probably be early 2027, like January's big comeback thing. You know what I mean? Um, so
Yep.
so it's a big one, right? And this is the I don't remember how much of these I want to give away. You know what I mean? I don't. I'm gonna give some description. This is a big impact, big impact. It is so for me.
Oh wow, the
For
impact.
me, what I like
Starting right out with it, huh?
is that all of my big multi-disc impact sets. It's like we got me and him. You know what I mean? You know, we got the emo violence. I'm gonna call it just peak tech grind. You know what I mean? Check. And then we got from a second story window. I'm gonna call it we can call it mathcore. I hate saying math, but ostensibly, it's mathcore, right? So it's like there's no repeats of the genres, right? So like Nick, what's gonna be the deathcore one? Like what's gonna be the metalcore one? Like what's gonna be the what I mean? Like what's gonna be like the slam one, right? So I want to have the big representative of the full genres that I kind of work with in here. So this is kind of like the down tempo one a little bit. You know what I mean? So will you like it? Who's to say? But maybe you will. I mean, I like it enough to do a big 4XLP set, right? So who's to say? So let's spin it. This zoom is going to be bad with this wheel. That's it's fucked out. Oh shit! Wow, the person who will love it the most actually won it. That's awesome. All right, let's remove all instances. No fucking way. Chris fucking Martone with the debut bam. That's funny. All right, let's do the
Fucking
second one. This is gonna
runs
be
part of SGR.
Chris's partner
I'm
in crime.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, Travis.
Wait, Trav,
That's
this is your
cool.
second one. I don't know if
That's pretty
Trav's gonna
cool.
like this one. Also, it's not mirrored. It's not flipped. Wow, smart. Yeah, Trav, I think this is your second one, right? You know what I mean? This
Damn,
qualifies
that
for
is a
a tier.
fucking bam to
Little double bam.
win though, dude.
Little double bam.
Damn.
No? I feel like you did, man. Am I smoking crack?
Dude, imagine winning a four
Looking at my
a
list.
4XLP
I
bam.
swear you did. I'm going crazy.
That's fucking wild.
All right, sorry. Let's remove all instances.
That is
His
fucking
card,
wild,
he has
dude.
another one in here. Why won't anyone help me? Um, okay, so we're off to a good start. Actually, Martone's first BAM, which is funny, right? Um, you know, what are you gonna do? I gotta find it. Okay. Anyway, maybe it was a test or something. Who knows? Okay. So that's the first pair. That's the first two. So those are like kind of the best starter. Like those are kind of the big dogs. You know what I mean? Like that's the big like 4 LP build major. It's crazy, right? So this second one,
Four LP. You gotta
breakout
be
new
fucking
band
kidding.
from a year or two ago. Big Wax Vessel debut, new band made out of old Wax Vessel bands. You know what I mean? Band made of bands. Um, it had a really good kind of debut album here. Everyone loved it. And let's just say they're coming back for round two. We got another new one. Um, I never won till the last one. Yeah, you know what they call that? Not someone who's never won. They call that a winner if you win one. You know. Anyway, so the second one. So they're coming back. They're coming back for number two. Um, let's see. Can't believe is Martin even in here? He is great. Let's go. So this is that. This is the second. This is album number two. There's a lot of twos. You know what I mean? We got like Psycho Frame 1 and 2, Sacred Deer 1 and 2. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of twos. We got Lila 2. A lot of twos this year and next year. You know. So let's see who's getting this one. It is not a deathcore band. So I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. Michael. Gentle war, Gentile foray. You know what? Remove all instances. I'm just waiting for the first one. I can't believe spin number 3, they're already making me pronounce a name. Genti liqueur. Who knows? Oh, God. Michael Gentile Q. Oh, okay. Yeah, off to a good start. Let's remove all instances and let's spin for his brother. Okay. Sam Price. I know that's got to be number 2 for Sam Price. Am I right?
Pretty sure.
Sam's gonna like this one. What's not to like about this one? This one's good. This is a real big winner. Okay, this one has been announced. This one already happened. So I can tell you with all instances. And I can hit it and it says remove Sam Price at the top. So everything's fine. You know what I mean? This next one is for Lila 2. It's on the raffle because that one wasn't last time. It happened in between. So that's for this one. So this is for Lila 2. So this is one of the rare BAMs that you know what you're gonna get. So it's for Lila 2. Sam Price, there he is. First one. Let's go, baby. Let's
Lila
go.
2.
Sam Price, love that for you. Good one for Sam Price. I love it when they're in the chat. It makes me like you win. You know? Michael Gentleford. Okay, so now Lila 2. Let's see what we got. Who's it gonna be? Stop. Get the H. Devin. Morar. You know what? Here's the thing. I will never.
Devin. I see you, Sam.
I will never goes right in the world. You know what I mean? That's okay. Um, it's just when it doesn't say that, that means you only got one ticky, which is crazy. I love it. There was a couple. Ryan Carey, God damn it. All right, fine. I mean, it had to happen, right? It had to happen eventually. We got to get our Ryan Careys. We got to get our Chris D'Elios out there. You know what I mean? We got to hit. We got to hit them all. Enjoy. Sweet Ryan. Thank you. Thanks for the tickets. Please enjoy. Go ahead and move on instances. That's a real Ryan Carey. There it is. Let's go. Yeah, baby. I told you. Wait, is that? Yeah. I told you. He was like, yeah, we'll see. There
That's
it is.
cool.
Okay, so this one, you can kind of know. This one you'll know. Because this is the release that was supposed to be this Friday. So I guess if you're keeping track, not this announcement, but the next announcement, the first April announcement, will be your band, right? And this is a Wax Vessel band coming back, comeback album, you know, first one in a long time, years and years and years and years and years and years and years. What was the high amount this time around? It was Sam Fields and Jaron Arnold. Those were the two big dogs. Um, so yeah, Ryan Carey with the double Lila is fucking sick. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem fair. But you know, such is life.
Whoa.
So yeah,
That's
Jared
crazy.
number one, and he picked the best one, unfortunately.
I gotta get my controller reset here.
Whoever that is. Yeah, so this one is a good one. I don't give a fuck if it's weird.
I'll be right
That
back.
answer. Weirdo answer. You know, okay, let's work on the way we say things in here. That's crazy. Um, Obviously, no one's talking about fairness in a literal random drawing. Let's all pump the brakes. Everyone's congratulatory. So this one is big comeback album, right? And it's two announcements away. So if you're keeping track, and it's really good. So this one is great. I'll give you one piece of lore. I'll give you one piece of lore. God, now Ryan Houses in the chat. I'm telling you, if you're from my real life, you're not allowed to watch. You're making me self-conscious. It's you know, this one has some album art that was done by someone else, by someone who has done album art for someone who's also a very famous. Like you remember when I did Psychoframe art, and then Doja Cat was like, I'm gonna use Dusty Pierce for my album art. It's another one of those type of things. You know what I mean? So it's a funny one for sure. Really funny album art. So let's give it a spin. Austin McConnell. Austin. McConnell. Austin McConnell. There he is. Let's remove all instances. Thank you, Austin. You know, we've done 4 of these. It's already 8:30. Unfortunately, I got to pick it up a little bit. I'll do the prelude. I'm just going to spin. Jason Rockchino. Rocknocchio. Jesus Christ. Jason Rockchino. Remove all instances. Love that. Thank you, Jason. All right, so this next one, you know, our top 2, one of our top 2 saw this one and immediately claimed it for theirs, for being in the top 2. They determined that this was the greatest one, and they picked this for the band. So there's only one of these available. But if you win it, you're the lucky winner because apparently it's the best one, right? So let's see who it is. Michael Fanning. There he is. Not to be mixed up with his sister. Both of his sisters. Michael Fanning. Thank you. Who's gonna be our first one ticket wonder? Okay. This is a release. Could have been a Lunar L1, to be honest. It is a returning band, the second album for a band. You know what I mean? So that narrows it down a little bit, with those two things. I'm not going to say anymore. Art's really good on this one. Very impressive. This one's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to wish you won this one. Very brutal stuff. Garrett.
Garrett Smith.
Garrett.
Okay.
All right, Garrett. Yeah, man. Sure. In all instances. And let's see number 2.
Oh.
Doug fucking
Oh.
Well,
Congrats, Doug.
this isn't Dougie Fresh's first one, is it? Right? Is it Doug? Is this your first one? I don't think that's right. That
Where
can't
is
be.
Doug?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, there he is.
Like it is. Wow. I can't believe it. I'd say, and I know it's fun to I know it's fun. Literally 200 things left. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Doug deserves that shit.
Every wheel.
Doug deserves that shit.
Please. Okay, we got Doug. Doug Timmerman, remove all instances. Thank you, King. I can't believe Doug did it. I can't believe he did it.
That's awesome.
Okay. This next one is this Friday's release. It's this Friday. It's the next one.
Oh.
So, do I just tell you what it is? Do you want to know what it is? For just everyone that's in here, can you keep a secret for 2 days?
What? There's 32 people. Wait, no. How many people are watching? 164 people are watching.
Want to know what it is? But can everyone be cool? Can all 200 people watching the entire Wax Vessel release keep it cool for 48 hours? Okay, we'll keep it cool. I'm gonna tell it. We'll spill the tea. Wait, we gotta see if Rosa.
Holy shit.
Rosa, am I allowed to? Should I say it? Let's wait. You gotta weigh in. Not only my secret to share. Well, I'm trying to. I'm gonna say it. It needs to be unanimous. Hit it. They can have a treat. Okay, there it is. So, this one is. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up an image. I'm not going to show you the new art, but you can see the old one. And then maybe that'll mean something to you. This is becoming a thing, unfortunately. Please hold 1 second. All right. I don't know if anyone here is familiar with vaginal breathing and the seminal classic Pure Agony. Actually, one of the best true, fake, true slam albums of all time, right? more to come on that, right? Because it's actually a fucking monster one, right? Um, so that is this Friday. So keep your eye out, and it's not a lot of copies at all. So
Word.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were doing parody snare 15 years ago. You know what I mean? So, anywho, tell a friend. Um,
Tell a friend, but keep it a secret.
Cyborg, interesting. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of Diebold. I was thinking, oh no, the fucking dude from I Saw God. Why did he buy a ticket? Okay, that's better. Okay, David Cybold. I hope you enjoy. Um, well, let's see who's number two. Matt Hutzel. Okay, man. Whatever you say. That's really funny. All of that build up. Um, yeah, tell a friend on Friday. Tell a friend in like a day. Tell a friend on Friday. It doesn't need to be right now. All that build up. I don't know. I appreciate it, guys. But you know, okay, okay. Now we're getting into it. This is for. Maybe I'll just tell you, because obviously we all knew it was coming. This is for Killing of a Sacred Deer, number 3, baby, coming in a little bit. Um, one of these was already taken by Mr. Arnold, the smartest man to ever win a BAM, because that is the one you should have picked for sure. Um, so yeah, they're back, and this one is fucking crazy. You should see, believe it or not, the world's biggest painting that I got for this one. It's insane. It's the
Oh man,
continuation of me
this
doing
would be a really
great
cool
art
one to win.
because Cultures lets me do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Which is, a little tip if you're a band where just let me do whatever I want and you get the best things. When you decide you want to have an opinion, then you don't get the best things. Culture says, yeah, man, don't do the music, you do everything else. It's just, say me this. All right. Jared got one, so that's about it. Let's see who the next one is. Lee.
Lee.
All right, at least someone I know. All right. Lee Baggett, regular name. Good old fashioned, regular name. All right, there he is. All right, Lee, welcome. Please enjoy. Move all instances. You know what that means? It means thank you. Um,
We stalled? What happened?
okay.
Well, I'm not stalled, but he's stalled. Oh no.
First, KSB, the first man to have 3. Uh, uh, yeah, destroyed. Yeah, thinking about it.
What's going on with this?
Love it. Thank you. Jump scare.
Josh Marino.
You thought, didn't you? You saw the J, you saw the M. Nope. It is Joshua Moreno.
Hmm.
Okay, we'll move on. Let's see. This is
Yes, I
all right. So
will.
this one, this next one. Wait, is that you? Is that Josh Saludas? Is that you, baby? Wow, the yellow profile picture face guy himself in the flesh. No way. Wow. Yeah, man. I don't know if you'll dig it. I don't know if you'll dig it. You might. I mean, it's very good. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I only release the best things, right? So, yeah. I mean, objectively, it's very good. Is it? I mean, unfortunately, it's not like single frame 3 man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. But um, yellow guy, he's into it. You know, the man in the big yellow hat, Curious George style. Can I get a freaking banana in the chat? Am I right, gang? Um, so this next one is the release that I chose for me to do a BAM for. Because I'm like, man, I have to do a BAM of something at some point, right? Even though I get to kind of build a mage on all of them, if you know what I mean. Um, the best. Uh, so this is the one. So there's only one of these available because I've decided. I'm. What do you mean finally? How? I think you've entered. This is the only one. So you're one for one. Finally, finally, you know. Um,
Finally, it
and
has happened to me.
this is this is the one that I chose.
Oh,
So
whoops.
arguably, maybe the best release that will ever happen on Wax Vessel, right? Um,
Be my
but I will say,
lover.
yeah, I don't give a fuck about other raffles that you've joined. That has nothing to do with me. It doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything in the anyhow. So this one, but here's the flip side. The band has said we are doing this, right? So it is a fact that it is happening. I'd say, but I do not have a rock solid time frame. I don't have a rock solid time frame, unfortunately. So it will happen eventually. They've said they're going to do it. This is a real band. It's slow going, but it's so good that this is the one out of all 200 releases that I'm going to do a band for, the one and only that I'm going to band for. If that tells you anything about this release, you know what I mean? It could, you know what I mean? Right. It's not, it could be, there's a lot of things it could be. So if you know the things that I enjoy, you know what I mean? It's happening, but I don't, it could be, it's not, it might not be, it could be this year. It actually could be. You know what I mean? Um, Most likely next year at some point. But it will happen at some point. So much so that that's what I've put on my name, and it's now close enough where I feel comfortable including it in a BAM raffle. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. So if you win this one, if you're gonna bust my fucking balls, you know what I mean? I'm immediately going to nullify your BAM. Just immediate nullified. You know what I mean? Because there's like this is what it is, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Immediate nullify. So let's see.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just the best feeling
Yeah.
ever, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. That is the best.
How about that? So funny. That's crazy. All right. Wow. No way. Great. Great news. Except now I actually can't nullify it. Hey, Nick. I didn't do my thing. Just please spare me. but also, okay, all right. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say the line. I'm not gonna say the line, unfortunately. But also, there are a few rules. One, you're. It can't be like some kind of Yuri burst. It can't be some sort of Guru burst. It can't be some sort of, inflation fetish, cyber goth, you know, reverse dragons fucking planes type of thing. You can't put anything weird in this one. You already did the weird one, so it has to be regular, unfortunately. Um, so you know, let's play. Let's keep it. You know, here's the thing. I'm just really comfortable with telling women what to do. I have a lot of women in my life. I like bossing them around, so it comes pretty natural to me. Here's what you will not be doing, young lady, um, and that's putting Guru in the BAM. All right. Let's see. All right. So that's pretty good. That's good for me. Um, okay. All right. Whew, I gotta take a minute here. All right. Yeah. Wait. Here comes here comes Pete. Just in time to talk about the goon pilled burst cell. Um, all right. Steve, you were close. You were close, Perez. You were in the mix. If I was doing top five, you'd be in the mix. So I imagine you will win something, to be honest. All right, this next one. This is like, remember when everyone was like, remember when like Clawhammer was a band, when everyone was like, we're going to be no Zodiac, we're going to be Clawhammer, we're going to be, you know, like, remember when that was a thing for a while there? This is like the best one of those, you know. So when people see like, deathcore, you know what I mean? Annoying, but this is the best one of those, right? Um, not that I love claw, you know what I mean? But you get it. Um, Within that little microcosm, this is, I would say, the best one of those, but with a way more actual smart kind of hardcore edge. You know what I mean? Like if it, like if Clawhammer, you know, if if Internal Bleeding did a Clawhammer cover album, you know what I mean? Um, it's like a more hardcore. It's a more deathcore no Zodiac. I just keep saying the two, man. Those are the only two that were any good. Like Time Walk, who cares, right? Um, you get it. So it's that. I got two of those. It's very good. It's like a very. Remember when everyone was doing like Flesh Tomb? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like Roseblood, Mercy Blow adjacent type of thing. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry. Haley again. That's crazy. She wins every single time. All right, you got it. There it is. So, removal instances. Haley, as always. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, yeah, you know what? Dummy deathcore beatdown. Yeah, that's correct. Because it's one generation removed. Like this, the whole like snuffed on sight. Zach Smith. Hey, like the whole like snuff, like the whole dummy death thing is very much second wave. You know that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Um, Remove all instances. Did we tell Zach Smith? Did we tag him? Um, so that one. I think you'll dig it. Zach, you know, um, four. I know it is crazy. Let's see. So this next one, I'm speeding through these a little bit. You know what I mean? Did we tech? Okay, there he is. There's my boy. There's Sweet Zach Smith. Um, all right. So this next one, this band. So you know when everyone was making Gent, right? Like you remember the after image. Remember the first the after image, right? So it's kind of like that, except all the points where you'd think there'd be cleans, there isn't any cleans. Like remember when everybody was doing, when we were doing metalcore revival, and then there was like five bands that were like, what if the production quality was good? You know what I mean? So it's a little bit like that. So it's not the after image, you know what I mean? But it's closer to the after image than it isn't to the after image. Not really. I don't know. It's definitely revival metalcore with a deathcore slant, kind of gent overtones, just really high production quality revival stuff. Um, Two little EPs, so this is kind of like a discography,
Man, Colin
um,
Justinano out.
you know, of their material. So I think you'll dig it. It's pretty good. Let's run it.
Ryan.
Another Ryan. Ryan represent. Ryan Duty. Yeah. To be tech. Somebody, I bet you Ryan's probably watching right now. Remove all instances. Thank you, Ryan. How long has this live been live? 55 minutes. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna be terrible. Wow. We've got what's our proportion of non-human profile pictures to human profile picture winners today? Because it's skewing pretty hard the other way now. Here comes freaking Wyatt with some fucking I don't even know what it is. I'm never gonna click. I'm never gonna look. There he is. There's Ryan and there's Wyatt. What do we got? All right, Wyatt, welcome, welcome. This is a good one for you, to be honest. I think this is a good one for everybody. Um, so, yeah, two good, two good wins, two easy wins.
All right. Let's go, Wyatt.
First, we got yellow face guy. You know what I
Yellow
mean?
face guy.
What are you gonna do? So,
What?
Wyatt, congrats, Ryan, congrats. Now we're gonna jump back into it. Remember, like one release ago, I was talking about um, on fake, on on fake down tempo. This is kind of like imagine. Remember every band that Rats Among Us Records did. You know what I mean? Remember like Span on Supply. Like all those there was like five or six tape labels that were like really doing. Um, Travis, did you see that you won one? Now that you're here, why do I always have to be at work? You already did it. You already won. It's okay. Um, so this is another one of those.
Holy shit, he doesn't know that he won one
This
yet.
is more. This is more bedroom fi. Not really. Um, but it's
What a way to find out.
it would fit in that roster. So it's like that kind of very hype type of. Hold on, I'm getting a Facebook message. Oh yeah, we
Crazy
got
name
something
drop.
coming out of the woodwork for
Rats Among Us Records.
good. Remove all instances. So that is. I forgot derailed. So it's kind of like tape fi. You know what I mean? It's very much that aesthetic, but it's like the best one of this. Like man, if they would have like this band was somebody's project. It was never someone's band. but it rocks. Goated logo, really fantastic logo, right? And this is probably some of the most left field ass art I've done in a long time. You know what I mean? Um, Hold on, I gotta respond to this message.
I don't think I need that stuff anymore.
Okay,
It should
so
be
I don't
marked
know
if
why
I
it
need it, but I'm gonna wait.
got this stuff now. You know what I mean? Anywho, okay, so
Just keep
this one's good. I
focus.
like this one. It's a little cultural. You know what I mean? It's not, it's a little cultural. It's a deep cut. Wow, Kiko. All right, yeah, Gabriel, I think it.
Kiko, you did it!
All right, number two. Nick Grail. Speaking of Grails, am I right? Nick McGrail. Is he here? Yeah, I think Gabe, I think you're gonna wing this one. You know what? I think you're gonna like this one. You might dig it. Well, okay. This next one, and I'm speeding through these a little bit. It is 9 o'clock on a school night. You know what I mean?
Uh
And I literally, what we've done
oh.
so far, I haven't even done 5 more. I can't be on this for 5 hours. I'm sorry. I know you all paid a hefty price, to watch this, and I do respect it, and I appreciate the dollars and the time, of course. I can't do it for 5 hours. I'm gonna have to go faster. So this next one is the big deathcore release for this year. One of two. Unfortunately, I got fucking tricked. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I got fucking tricked. And there are two big deathcore releases this year. But this is the bigger of the two. And when, so this is, I don't know, man. This is a good one. It's really good. This is like a dream release of mine, to be honest. This was like on my list probably like a year, like after Slaw. I mean, like after Dr. Acula, like after like Dance Club Master. I'm like, okay, so I can, Black Rose Barrel. I'm like, oh, there's some deathcore stuff in here. Like, I gotta figure out a way to get this one. You know what I mean? So I think this will be quite a family like happen. You know what I mean? Let's see. Here is, we got two of those. Sean Reinhardt. Okay, man. Hope you enjoy. Sean Reinhardt. I appreciate all the guesses, but obviously I'm never going to be like, oh my god, you got it. It was Salt the Wound. You're right. You got it. Also, it's not. But Sean, please enjoy. Let's see who's number two. What if it's Matty O? Wow, Saucer. No, you. Is it true? No, I guess not. I feel like he had. I feel like Joe definitely had one. It's Joe. Let him know. Let him, Joe. Okay. This next one. Joe, I thought you had one already. Is it true? Was it Revolver? Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He did win, and he had the best. He had the best one maybe ever won. ever made. So that makes me very excited. The bar is very high. I knew he fucking won, but unfortunately, there's too much data to recall. But that makes me very excited because I know this one's gonna fucking smack them. The stakes have never been higher. You have to do a good job on this one. And unfortunately, you set the bar too high for yourself. You know what I mean? Your record's too good. I don't know how he'll top it. That's crazy. But he's got the mind for it. You know what I mean? I think he can do it. So let him cook. Let him cook. Joe Saucier. Get him in the cook. Get him in the kitchen. So very excited. Okay, this next one. This next one is again the return of a band that debuted on Wax Vessel last year. They're back with another one. Right? I'm telling you, it's a big year for sequels, right? Um, so it's that one. It's another one. So we got two of those. Who knows? There's a lot of bands. There could be a lot of repeats. We just will never know. Charles Flynn. Okay. Charles Flynn, of course. And let's spin it again. Sean Kerbersky. Of course, of course. These are good ones. These are good ones. There he is. Why did you put Charles and not Charlie? Like, when you have, I guess I should have put the friends together. You know what I mean? But if you ever do a raffle and you're displayed, you know what I mean, and your name's like, don't do this to me. You know what I mean? Just make it easy, please. Not you specifically, Charlie, but between names in the world. Wait, is that Sean Curbs? Oh yeah, Curb is okay. Yeah, you know what? You guys are doing this to me. You're doing this as a joke, unfortunately. Let's see, nice one, Sean. Okay, so this one, it's okay. I know. Good. I know. Both you guys. Just I don't know. It's like every time. It's like whenever, you know, whenever we got a Ryan, Ryan Schooler, right? Whenever we get a freaking Sam Fields, right? Like it's tough, right? Um, so this next one is, I'm sure you've noticed there's a lot of like KSD, false body, Serration, all of these kind of Canadian universe bands, right? So there's another one. There's one more. And no, it's not the one you're thinking of because this band's brand new. So it's another new band. Yeah, I know. Quinn's fucking sweating, you know? So I hope he wins. Um, yeah, I know. This is so sick. This is so sick. Um, so we got Josh. It's not that one. Nice try. It's a different one. It's not the one with the flower in the name. Nice try, first of all, but it's a new band that just existed. Um, New band making its debut. So imagine, if you will, that you have that kind of abrupt decay thing going on. I don't want to get you guys too excited because I think you might end up hating it. But imagine it's villains, but with just Grant just fucking honking on it. You know what I mean? It's that. It's truly just. It's really just youth with fucking abrupt decay honks on it. You know what I mean? So very up my alley. Very up my fucking alley. But who knows? Who knows if, the populace is into it. I only do things that I like. And will people like it? Not something I'm concerned with. So this is kind of a cultural one. Wow, a little SEP. Hold on 1 second. Okay. And then here's number 2 of that one, which I think you will enjoy. Good old Sean. What if it's Quinn? Wouldn't that be funny? Ben Dobbs. Give Benjamin Dobbs and Yahoo the build a mage. Give Dobby the Bam. Okay. Okay. More instances. Okay. This next one, maybe my favorite band ever. And they're coming back. They're coming back for another one. It's not their second album, but it'll be their second Wax Vessel one, right? So, goated. Still on the bands. Yeah, I know. We still got 10,000 fucking test presses to go. You know what I mean? Wow. All right. Big Chris win in the chat. Chat, can I get a W for Chris?
Definitely seen some cool names. It's really
That one's
cool.
good. I would like it that this one goes. This one goes nice. Thank you, Chris. What do we got? Anthony. Wanka. Man. Okay. Okay. All right. Anthony, enjoy. Love that. Instances. We are really getting into the thick of it here, folks. Okay. Here we go. So this band, they have a demo that exists already. Very good. They have an EP that's very good. They have a new EP that's coming out. That's even better. So we're combining the new EP on the A side, the old EP on the B side, calling it like a newography, new disc, new discography, right? And then putting that out. And this is, I don't want to say a side project, but it's just another band by a guy that's in the Wax Vessel band whose stuff I put out. Like, it's very good. You know what I mean? Band name has 100 words in it, so very sick. That means it's good. This one will be very tough. Wow. Finally. Sweet Beautiful Dusty. It's time. Who would have thought the stars would finally align? Wow. You never thought you'd see a Dusty in here. Can we get a Dusty in the chat? Can we please get some snaps? Literally. Finally. It's only been every single raffle in history. So, alright, let's fucking go. Rare Dusty W, as they say. Wow, I can't believe it. Hard to believe. That's a big Duster W, as they say. Ramsey. This is too many Z's in one name. This is too many of, like, the spooky consonants, right? Ramsey with a Z. Ramsey D. Veersbury. Crazy. Too many. Too many names. I don't know who this is. I've never seen this name before in my life. So, wait, what the fuck? Wow. Okay. We got Ramsey in the chat. There we go. Congrats, big dog. All right, now this is crazy. This next one is crazy. I'm not even timing up these zooms. This is just cinematography, baby. This one recently materialized after about 5 years of, I don't want to say pestering, but you know, and this is a good one if you are a fan of bands who are Australian. So it's a good one. Let's see who gets it. That's all I'm gonna say. Wow. Okay. Sure. Real, of course. Of course. Crikey indeed. Nope, this is a deathcore band. Wow, wow. Let's see. So let's spin number two.
I'm not getting much arc
Isaac
raiders done,
Whitaker.
but that's how it goes.
Isaac Whitaker. Okay, enjoy. And then, so this is now the last pair of bands. We just knocked out 60. We just went from 38 on my sheet to 102. Jesus Christ. Okay. So this is the last pair of amps, and this one is also from fucking Canada. Again, it's the same group. There's more going on. I'm obsessed with these dudes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also, again, a lot of great guesses, and again, no point in guessing, right? But I would never. No represses means other people's presses too, right? Not just for myself. So no, when Texas has nothing, that's pressable. But you're in the right headspace. You know what I mean? It's very like Alice through the windshield glassy. You know what I mean? It's very like Cross the Lips of Grace, like old RTD, you know, Anime Fire, old, you know, Skull and Bones type stuff. You know what I mean? So, anyhow, this one is not that. That's the last one. This is another Canada core band right here. So, you know, let's do this. It's like when everything there was swamp sound. You know what I mean? What? Double Brian? Brian, I know you have one, right? I can't believe he's done it. Or maybe not. Brian, I thought you had one. Huh. I don't understand how. Dude, I don't understand how you don't have one. I don't understand. Anyway. I mean, awesome. Congrats, Brian. That's cool. I wish it was his own band, I would say. But, you know, what can you do? Tristan. Okay. The good news is that I can editorialize on these tests a lot less. You know what I mean? Um, because a lot of them are stuff that's already been announced. You know what I mean? Um, 1 second. Okay, because a lot of these have already been you've already won. You know what I mean? One more bam. I wish there was more bams. There's just no more. There's no more bams. Um, no, Brian Cole is from. Which Brian was that? Yeah, I forgot about subterranean activities. No, Brian Cole is Brian Cole from Plagues and Rope, right? I forgot about subterranean. That was Brian. So, everyone else, we have so many fucking tests. Dingman, Brian Dingman. Yeah. And I can say the names of a lot of these. And for some people, you know what I mean? Travis has a lot of tests, it looks like. So there's like Lee Moran, you've got like 2 tests I gotta ship. Armis has got a test I gotta ship. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. There's 15 tests that have just recently come in and I have to ship out. So if you want a test from last time, there's a few that still need to go out. You know what I mean? So, again, there's a finite number of bands, per year, but I got a fuck ton of tests. So, you know what I mean? And I think we'll see let's get into it. We got a lot of these to go, and I can say a lot of these. You know what I mean? So I'm doing 4 per release. So I'm going to talk about the release and then just spin, 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 spin. I'm going to do 4. You know what I mean? Because that'll make it easy. So this one is 4 Abrupt Decay 2, the full length. That is, still a pre-order, but the tests are in. So, okay. Okay, well, you know what? Wouldn't be a raffle. Wouldn't be a raffle if not. He really did it. He really hit the fucking 2-pack again. Just crazy. He can keep getting away with it, right? Crazy. Crazy town. Uh, Dylan Nixon. All right. I'm going to keep spinning. I got a lot. So these are all still Abrupt Decay. Hey, Sean with his 1 trillionth win. I know we like to give, we like to give Mr. Marquez a hard time and, Haley a hard time. I'd say, but, are you not paying attention that Sean wins every single raffle 100 times? You know what I mean? Yeah, Dylan, what's up, baby? Um, Sean wins every single raffle, every single one. It's just crazy. So yeah, yet another. Yeah, Sean rocks. That's true. But we're talking about just abject number of wins. You know what I mean? Ryan Griffiths. All right, this one. First test press though. You're right. It's mostly been BAMs all the other times. So it's good to have a little variety here. Monsters. Okay, so this next one is it will be the first in hand of this year. So maybe no, Sean. I'm just giving you a hard time. I know it's fun. Let's see. This might be first, maybe second in hand. It'll be an in hand that's coming up a little bit, but they're in hand. You hear that, Colin? They're in hand. The tests are in hand. So it's just a matter of time. So we got 4 of these bad boys. Have a good night, everyone. Good luck. Oh,
Oh!
out of here.
Oh!
Kentucky Derby
Oh shit. Oh shit.
with the test press win. I don't know if he'll like it, to be honest. But who's to say? Let's run it. Wow. A big KLW. Can we get a big KL in the chat, everybody? Joel coaster, as it were. Also, Joel, I got your text. Maybe we'll chat tomorrow on a phone call. I've been prepping for my raffle. I'm very busy boy. Kale on the cob, as they say. James Patterson. I mean, here's the thing. James, it's interesting that he wins a test because, of course, James wins something. James has been balling out since before most of you were even born, to be honest with you. I know that a lot of you like to think that we're close. We chat on Facebook and that we're best friends, but um, Patterson was there from the very beginning, and he always balls out. So, James, you were close this year. You were close for going for 7 years in a row of being the #1 biggest dog on the raffle. It was close. It was close. So thank you for graciously deciding to not empty Fort Knox into raffle tickets and save some treasures for the rest of us. Really appreciate it, James. Thank you. Um, but yeah, James, you will specifically like this one. And I'm happy you got a James win in. This is a good one for you to win, James. I think you'll be into it. So we got one more of these. Wow, we got a Josh Lawson. Wouldn't it be funny if you won a specific one, Josh? You know what I mean? Who's to say? Um, that's a good. It's not that one. That'd be funny though. Let's see. Classic Josh W. So this next grip, I've got three because one of these was claimed. It was like a replacement. You know what I mean? Josh isn't gonna come and celebrate. There he is. Thank you, Josh. Not that one, Josh. That'd be funny though. I guess I can switch it. I can put you here. You know what? No, you're gonna win this one. You're gonna be in that. So this next one is for false body. These are good. These musicians, So I've got a couple of these. Got a couple of false bodies. Leslie Spencer. Thank you. Next. Another false body. Wow, hey, we got a Chris. I knew it was just a matter of time. We had to get. Alright, Chris, enjoy your test. First band. Yeah, Sam, congrats on the band. Catch you later. Yeah, see you later down the road. Go in the door, meet you on the way out. You know what I mean? Yeah, Chris, Chad, congrats. Let's see, we got a last false body test. Let's see where it's going. Wow, that's a good match. That feels like a good match, right? That's a Mama's World tape song. Get a false body test out from Josh Johnson. Feels correct. Feels like a signature. You know what I mean? Feels good. So this next one, we got a 3 on this one. Because Nate Norwood got one of these because of placement. We got one lost in the mail and had to get replaced, or blah blah blah. So I got three of these, and this is that band that I spent 10 minutes talking about quadrant about. So this is the test for that. These are also in Tyler Enfield. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. Wow. See that test? You got more than one ticket this time, and you still won. So that is, wow. Happy St. Patrick's Day, am I right? Luckily Irish, except it's the day after. And also, you know, who's to say? But another test W. You love to see it. Rob Greer. We got a big Rob G for that one. Okay, easy enough. Okay, so now we got, now we're getting into it. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes. We have the killing of a sacred deer 2 tests. So these are done. These are in hand. This goes on press in less than 60 days. Here's some pictures on press right now. So it's coming. I think we have more spot than KST. So it's coming up. So these are the tests for killing of the sacred deer number 2. Josh King,